Leche. 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 Leche.
Introducing Pubcoin. Pubcoin is the rewards program for pub sports contributors. Regular chat contributors share their play of the day, POD, in the YouTube chat, including the phrase POD in their message. At the end of the week, the amount of units earned are converted into Pubcoins. Pubcoin can be used as reward points for prizes, shop discounts, and contests.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Mills here, Pub Sports Radio. Do you guys want to challenge the personalities here at Pub Sports Radio? Do you guys think you're better than them at entering in your MMA predictions and picks? Would you want to get paid for it? $100? Here's how you do it, man. You sign up right here at the link below. It's just this easy. PubSportsRadio.com. Enter your email. Pick your weekly picks. That's it. Oh, and you get bonus points if you can predict how they're going to win in what round. Every single week, a new winner's getting crowned. So every Saturday on Pub Sports Radio. So come on and check us out. You can win $100 just for signing up. Only thing you need to do is see if you can beat us here at Pub Sports Radio by entering your UFC predictions and picks weekly. Do it. I dare you. See you guys soon.
Your membership to gold, you will be automatically entered in every horse race, every Wednesday and Friday. It is time to race horses. We are racing camels today.
Shout out to the gold members. We're racing in San Antonio immediately here. And we're off. 2 minutes, 74 canals on this racetrack. It's wide. We're racing in San Antonio.
Matt Wally moving forwardly. Jeff Slaughter in the mix as well. And as is Randall Sheffield, who's put that beautiful nose out front.
But it's actually real grass here, Jimmy. Maybe Kentucky bluegrass. Oldie, no! There he goes. Oldie in the lead now. K. Wolf falls back. The horses love it. Sometimes they stop and eat it on the way to the finish line. That's why your horses start so far in the back. Here. Oh, look at Nussflush Allen bursting out here. J-Dub in the mix. Rude Boy up here as well. Jimmy, take it away.
There's Oldie. Oldie is moving to the front. We are past the halfway mark in our 2 mile. And there's Ricky Levy.
Oh my goodness, he's in the mix here. Jimmy, take it home. This is our first dog race ever.
19 seconds left in the horse race here. It's Fernando Mendoza trying to find the wire. 14 seconds left. Can Fernando Mendoza take this home? Here comes Kenny Kengan. Kenny Kengan wants a piece of the pie. Put his schnoz up front. Ricky Bobby, 9 seconds left. Can Donut Silks make a run? Can Res Mall make a run to be $50?
Bouquett, you son of a bitch!
Here comes Tori Coker. Kenny Kengan, Smoke and Mirrors, Director 97 home. That is the way. Here comes Jason Meyer, the other auto custodian. Billy Friedrich, Jones one, all coming down the finish.
Coin! Fired! Nowhere!
Oh no! Fanatical Jim!
One, two, yeah. The Loshak, yeah. One, two, Sports Radio. Pub Sports Radio. Started from the corner, Peter Loshak. Legendary sports handicapper, more dapper than a Dom. Father young phenom, known as Jimmy, who declared one day that the bag was here to stay. Information like a PSA, when we all PSR, Pub Sports Radio. Bizarre is a man named Slaughter, and he flipped the script. No competition in this but they quit the trip. But we say we be pubbing, baby with the bag and you love it. You want it top, we above it. Leche.
Yo, what's up? Hi, everyone. Welcome to Pub Sports Radio. I'm Peter Loshak. Today is Tuesday, September 30th. We got a good show. It's going to be a short one, but it's going to be good. We got MLB playoff games. We got Game 5 in WNBA with Justin McKelvey. That's going to be an interesting game to hear what he has to say about it. I'm scared of it. A fascinating series. Not sure what to think about betting value as far as Game 5 is concerned. And we're going to cover 5 college football games, big ones, Miami, Florida, all of them, Texas A&M, with Dabby Cab and Gorky. Gonna be a good show. Of course, we have the comment section. Of course, I'm looking pretty cool as always, which, I just do what I can. You know what I mean? Does that help the bets? No. Does it help the show? Probably. You just do whatever you can, where you can, if you have the means and the time. And so looking cool is something I can do. I have the time to do it, the inclination to do it. And so I've done it once again for this show, but hopefully the picks will be good. I am positive in MLB right now after couple of bad days put me behind the 8 ball earlier in the year. Got positive, doing well in college football, and everything's going to be good. We're going to look at the comments section right now. Oh, no. The audio is skipping. What's going on? Is this good? Everything good?
Hey, let us know if it's for everyone, because mine sounds good. Sorry to just jump on, Pete, but I saw that.
No, we don't give a shit about all this formality and shit. Jump on, jump off, formality, kumbaya shit. That's not how we roll here.
Here, I'm going to mute myself and check it on the phone, see how it sounds.
We're saying audio skipping. Oh, man. What audio skipping? Open and close the YouTube app. They're saying
it is skipping, Pete, but I don't think it's you. We might need Jose for this. Did we lose Pete? Is Pete there? If we lost Pete, guys, it's the Dabby Cab show now. I can talk college football with Gorky. Pete will be back, I'm sure, but we'll talk
back, right?
MLB as well. Back?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Is everything good? All right.
Everything's
okay.
Good.
We're good?
Oh. Good to go.
All right. Good to go. All we got to do is I got to post this on Twitter, and then we are gonna get into it. And while I'm posting this on Twitter, I believe Gorky is backstage, so you guys can just shoot the shit. Hopefully, not lose too many viewers while you're doing that. And I will post this on Twitter, and then we'll start capping college football. Gorky, you there?
I am.
We got him.
Yeah.
Bring him up. What up, Gorky?
I'm here and ready to go, guys. And I have action in all but one MLB game as well.
So 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. No, that's why I love Gorky. He's just trying to make it sound cooler than it actually is, which is what you should do in life. You know what I mean? You have action on 3 out of 4 games. Always say I have action on all but 1. Never say just 3. Of course.
We are kind of here for the entertainment value as well, right?
As well, just whatever you got, whatever you can do is what you got to do. Learn from that, people. Learn from that. Good instincts by Gorky to say all but 4. Yes, we are going to talk about it. Look, there's a couple.
No, I said all but 1.
All but 1, right? Sorry. Entertainment value. Also, me fumbling over my words. All right, I'm going to post this on Twitter here, and then we will talk about it. Why don't you guys just shoot the shit in general about anything that you think about for college football for a couple of seconds? What do you think?
I got you. Gorky, we'll shoot the shit on college football, but since I don't do the MLB breakdowns with you guys while Pete's getting that out, guys, I took Fernando Tatis over 1.5 total bases today at plus 109. And let me just tell you why, because, over the last 10 games, Tatis is hitting 368. And he's one of those things. I talk about baseball being ebbs and flows, right? It's playoff time. It's do or die. It's now or never. And he's seeing the baseball great. He's going to be your leadoff hitter, so he's going to get you 4, maybe 5 at bats. I love the value on it at plus money, so I got Tatis over 1.5 total bases. What you think, Gorky?
I love it, Pete. And this is playoffs, guys. And I think the Padres go further than the Cubs. Of course I do, because their bullpen is just really, really, really good. Whereas the Cubs bullpen, not so much. Also, the Cubs starters, Matthew Boyd is your number 1. God help you.
What's your number 1 takeaway from this weekend in college football? Who do you think was the biggest surprise or biggest letdown, in your opinion?
My biggest disappointment is that USC still can't stop any fucking body.
Nothing's changed. That defense, that Lincoln Riley defense, is still like trying to stop a wet fart. That shit runs right down the leg every time.
Holy shit, that's horrible, man.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Pete.
I feel like I'm going in and out. I can't. Maybe I should restart my modem or my computer or something. I can't tell if that's on my end.
Pete, this is not going to help you, but I think that it's StreamYard because because the chat said that it was both of us, which there's no way we're both going in and out from 10 states across the country.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just get into it and we'll roll with the blows, whatever they may be. All right. You guys ready to go?
Good to go, man. Let's go.
All right. I posted my thing. Just want to make sure that I got it up there. There we go. And there. All right. Okay. That's the right one. All right. Okay.
Yep.
So let's start. All right. Sorry about the technical issue. I want to make sure I posted the right link there. All right. First game we're going to talk about is Iowa State Cincinnati. Now, this is an interesting one, of course. Iowa State, extraordinarily impressive. Cincinnati, really fucking good too, right? They won as a road dog at Kansas in the last game. Of course, Iowa State crushed Arizona. Iowa State, excellent program offensively right now. Cincinnati as well. Quarterback is a veteran who's awesome, Sorsby. And, in general, Iowa State has tended to be, pretty good ATS, on the road. Cincinnati, not so good ATS at home, but this might be a different Cincinnati team. I'd definitely be leaning Cincinnati and definitely thinking about the over, relatively low total of about 52 or so, which might seem a little bit low. Sometimes when, two high power quality teams get together, you get unexpectedly, you get unexpected results relative to how they were doing against, more inferior teams or different kinds of teams in previous weeks. I'm thinking over, except the only thing that makes me nervous is a little bit too obvious. Let's start with Dabby Cab. What do you think about this one? Cincinnati and or the over?
Yeah. And it's no worries because I watched as much college football as I can. I was locked in on that Cincinnati-Kansas game. I needed Kansas, so a little bit of a letdown there. But Jose, if you hear this, just shoot me the extra games next time so I can look at them because nobody had told me this one, Pete. But
sorry about that. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this was just sorry. I thought
it don't matter. It don't matter. I can talk about it.
I have this one on my card, Pete.
And I have
I'm sorry. I'm all confused here. I apologize to everyone watching for the first time. We're normally a little bit more organized in this. Okay, yes. Okay, let me see. Sorry about that. All right.
Good, though. So
this was a Gorky game. So let's go to Gorky. Gorky, why did you choose this game? I was thinking maybe
let Dabby finish his statement first. Go ahead, Dab.
Okay.
We're I'm probably going to have to take the bait, right? Like they're hanging that 1.5 on Cincinnati here, just begging you to bet Iowa State, right? You look at this, you got a number 14 ranked team as an underdog on the road taking on a non-ranked team. Look, I get it. And Cincinnati did look very good against Kansas. And I'm going to say how bad Cincinnati's defense looked, but look, Jaden Daniels for Kansas is an outstanding talent. So, Kansas is going to put up points on anyone. So I don't know how much I want to hold that against Cincinnati. But this is a spot with Iowa State where it's like, I trust their quarterback, man. And when you trust Bachmeier like that, I just think if this is really going to be this close of a game, I want Bachmeier, under center or behind the center for me at the end of the game. So I will probably get there with Iowa State. I have not really deep dove into this one yet, though.
All right. Well, Dougie Wise saying Iowa State is overrated. And yeah, the first line I saw the total is 52. I took it, even though it made me nervous that it seemed so low. And now it's 54.5. And I would probably still take it there. But I would definitely feel nervous about it. Gorky, why do you like this game?
Because I trust Rocco Becht, and these guys have traveled across the world.
I meant Beck. My bad. Thank you, Gorky.
We thought that was going to be a problem for them. K-State in the opener, no issue. Cincinnati doesn't have a quarterback that scares me outside of being able to run the ball. This guy runs the ball more than he throws it. So that's not really going to scare me when it comes down to it. I have this spot doubled up. I also have the Iowa State team total over 27.5 points at plus money. So this is a double up spot for me in a sense on Iowa State. And I feel confident about it. This is part of a parlay that we're going to keep mentioning throughout this segment.
Did this line already flip? Was Iowa State a favorite at first?
Yes.
Ooh, man, this is fishy.
And now you have Cincinnati, and yeah, I mean, Sorsby's definitely an awesome runner, but you're not worried about his passing. You had a great passing game last week, bunch of yards, touchdowns, and everything.
Kansas defense is easy to pass on. Bo Prabula had the game of his life. The guy's not really a passing quarterback.
So do you not necessarily like the over?
I like the over based on the fact that Iowa State can score about 7 touchdowns in this game.
Wow. So 7 times 7. Wow, that would almost do it. We need 7 touchdowns from Iowa State, then just 1 touchdown from Cincinnati, which I think they can get.
There you go.
Over.
I would only worry about the over if I was. Have you already bet it, Pete?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
No, but tell me. I can hedge out at a 2 point.
I would only worry about it playing kind of like that first game of the year against Nebraska for Cincinnati here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that one finished 17-20 and Nebraska just kind of controlled this Cincinnati defense, like we've been talking about it. They're very easy to if you can manage the clock and manage the time. I think this is a situation where with the lead, Iowa State is going to slow things down quite a bit. That's the only thing I'd worry about.
Yeah, but this is college football. They still move the ball up and down the field and score points. That's the whole thing with Rocco Beck. He runs an efficient offense. Even with his 2 running backs, they're both dynamic guys. And so, yeah, I trust Iowa State more here. And you're giving them to me as a dog. I'm waiting for it to become a plus 100 spot in my book so that I can triple up on this game.
Wow. Man, yeah, this is feeling a little bit like we see these games all the time. The Texas Tech Utah game, small, good home favorite with a road dog that is small, that is also legitimately good, great, awesome, whatever. And sometimes those small home favorites can be very tricky and trappy because good or great value on Iowa State, and that is what Gorky is seeing right here.
This is also a senior laden team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Now, that's not to say that Cincinnati can't play well, because anyone can win any game on any given day. But if I was a betting man, which that's what we're here for, I would trust Iowa State on both sides of the ball more than I do Cincinnati.
Yeah, Alec Dirks makes a good point, which is that the MLB first game is actually in 40 minutes at 1 o'clock. So
maybe we should go to that first before continuing college football.
Yeah, is Jose Bouquett around?
Here, let me go backstage and I can get the graphics and figure it out for you, Pete. I got you.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Stabby Cab. All right, thank you, Alex Dirks, for pointing that out. It skipped my mind. Jose gave us a schedule. We will talk about the game 1, obviously Detroit and Scooball against Cleveland that starts at 1 o'clock. We'll talk about that right after talking about a little more Cincinnati, Iowa State. Sports Investor loves Cincy. Okay. Let's see. Wine Time Sports says 2 good teams right here. Dougie Wise, K-State is trash, so that win doesn't impress me by Iowa State. Interesting. Wine Time says I think Cincinnati's going to be rocking. I don't know if that means the team or the stadium. BJ says Iowa State looks like a sucker bet. Woo. Okay. Oh wait, sorry, I'm getting. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. Other comments here. Let's see. Yeah, Scuba comments. Here we go. All right. Gorky making a great argument for Iowa State. People in the comment section liking some people in the comment section liking or loving Cincinnati, and I was definitely leaning over, and I bet it. And I understand why that might not come to. All right, I'll take it anyway. It is tricky. I can get a 54 right now. I'll make that an official play. Iowa State, Cincinnati over 54 minus 110.
I'm not a better on the totals ever. I don't think I've ever bet one. But if I was, I would want 2 passing quarterbacks to give me an over. I don't want a guy that has to run for more than he can throw in a game.
And this is such a big game. So basically, you're seeing that the big edge here is Iowa State passing offense against Cincinnati.
Yeah. Because in the Big 12, mind you, there's not too many big teams. They play big time games. Cincinnati plays against who on a week-to-week basis?
Yeah. Well, they had some. I mean, you're not impressed by the Kansas win?
I mean, I am, but that was more a Kansas letdown spot rather than like Cincinnati was able to step up and get the win, but it was more Kansas couldn't stop them defensively.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I am going to hold off right now on the total. I might pull it. It does feel like I might take I think you might be right, Gorky. I think maybe like the Iowa State team total over or the because if it does go over, it's very unlikely that it's because Cincinnati just rolled them and Iowa State couldn't cover their team.
Oh, this could be a close game, but if it goes over, it's more than likely because Cincinnati concedes over 30 points.
Right.
First.
Right. What are the chances that it goes over, but the Iowa State team total over doesn't cash? Very low, you think?
Very small. Maybe
okay, Gorky.
Maybe 3%.
All right. Gorky liking Iowa State and the team total over. And I was liking the over, but I'm going to think about what I want to do here. No official play for me as of right now, but the more I talk with Gorky, the more I'm thinking, Iowa State team totals might be the way to go. All right, let's
go baseball, Pete. He's frozen now.
Oh.
Also have a terrible offense, which is in any situation in baseball. And I got Skubal and Williams, who are, both awesome, but Williams kind of lately going, out goose egg for goose egg with Skubal. He probably won't go as deep as Skubal here, but again, Cleveland, awesome bullpen. Williams outs propped is 14.5, and Skubal's was actually 18.5. But again, great bullpen from Cleveland. I was definitely leaning Cleveland as the huge dog, and I did bet the unders. People before the lines came out, people were like, this is going to be a 6.5, but I'm going to take the under anyway. And I was thinking to myself, at 6.5, no question I would take it. I was like, be happy if you don't get 5.5. And the line that I saw was 6. So Cleveland, a big underdog, total 6. I'm liking unders any way you slice them. Leaning Cleveland if I had to take a play on the money line, although I understand why people are expecting maybe a reversal of form in the playoff spot here. And let's see who's on camera and ask him. Gorky. Dabby Cab. We'll start with you, Dabby Cab. What do you think about this one? You think maybe unders even with the super low total right now?
No. I would go first 5 over. I know it's playoff baseball and everybody likes the total. What is the first 5 over? A 3? Fuck me, man. I might have to bet it, guys. Is it a 3? I'm sorry.
Yes.
What's the juice on the 3?
Last time I saw it was like 3, about even money on the under and juice to the over a little bit.
You guys know my saying on this. I've always, Pete, if you haven't heard me say this, I've said it many times throughout the year. I don't care if Jesus Christ and Superman are pitching against each other. A 3 or a 3.5 it's a too low of a number in the first 5 innings. It does not mean that the full game goes over. Let me be very clear. It means the first 5 over is too low. Okay. I've seen countless games finish 3-2.
Sure.
Where those runs were all scored in the first and the 5th inning. Right. And you got 5 runs scored in the first 5, and then there's only 5 runs scored for the whole game. I like the first 5 over on principle here. I very likely will bet it. Guys, I got to look for a second because I'm just now looking at it live. My concern about Skubal, and maybe the chat, maybe somebody like Maddie can answer this because he said that he thinks that Skubal gets his revenge start here. Best pitcher in baseball gets his revenge. Is he healthy? Is he 100%? That's my question for Skubal because – and don't give me that whole – no pitcher is 100%, 162. I get it. But, I mean, like, is he healthy, Maddie? I want to know. Because if he is, it's Skubal, and I'm right there with you. but he seemed like there's something like irritating him the last few starts. It seems like he's been a little bit off, and that would only help me go for my over. So first 5 over 5, or first 5 over 3.5. 3.
Dabby, last night, I'll tell you, I did take first 3 under 1.5 at plus money, and I did take the first 5 under 3 at even money. It's moved about 25 cents to the under, Dabby. The 3 is now juiced to the under, minus 120 around. You can shop around, but so the over 3 is now actually at plus money, Dabby Cap.
That's not even a grand slam. That's just one swing of the bat with 2 base runners on.
Yeah. Let's quickly go to Gorky to see what he has to say about this, and then we'll break down the breakdowns for a few minutes.
I have Tigers minus 1.5 at plus 125. I think this is a Tigers get right spot, and they get their revenge, if you want to call it that, and then all is right in the world, and Detroit advances probably 2-0 in the series. I mean, on the 2-0. This without Clase and with Williams going against Skubal, to me, Skubal is the better starter, obviously. But then again, last week, Cleveland proved that baseball is a game of runs because over 162 games, look, nobody goes undefeated in baseball. Nobody goes on 20-game win streaks either. But it's easy to go on a 10-game losing streak. The Tigers showed that. So you get your lulls, but I think this is a get-right spot.
Wow. Yeah, and it appears like the line has moved in Detroit's favor. So Cleveland now up into the plus 150s. People expecting a big bounce back from Skubal, get right from Skubal. Comments in the comments section. Matty Ice says it took 4 lucky hits that averaged 90 feet combined to score against Skubal last time out. That won't happen again. Yeah, I mean, Cleveland doesn't have much of an offense.
One more thing, guys. That's the last thing I was going to touch on in this game. If you look at the Cleveland batting order, past Jose Ramirez, what do they have? Stephen Kwan and Jose Ramirez, and then what? Pete, Dabby, and I could be the batters here.
So
Dabby was a pitcher.
One thing I will
Right.
One thing I will say so a lot of the chat I see is saying, just they think that this is just a Tiger smash spot, and I hear you. I will say this just as pushback, and I didn't even bet the first 5 over, guys. I have no money on this, so like take my comment for what it's worth or with a grain of salt. I haven't bet it yet, but baseball sticks in the trend a lot of times. So like I hear you saying that it's a get right spot, Gorky. The Guardians are the scariest team in baseball, in my opinion, right now, just because we all know they shouldn't be here. We all know what it took for them to get here. Don't step in front of a moving train type thing is all I'm saying.
They are. No. I understand everybody being high on the Guardians, and they deserve that. They played their way into this, and they are obviously the hotter team. Obviously, I think Detroit is 2-13 in the last 15 games. But I just think I just think this Skubal spot is a Detroit spot. Now, if Williams comes out here and no hits the Tigers for 5 innings, we might be in trouble. We might be looking at a Cleveland 2-0 sweep. Because if you beat Skubal, who's gonna stop you? I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the 3rd start in a row for Williams against Detroit. The first 2, one was at home, one was at Detroit. Both of them friggin' awesome. 11 innings total, 21 strikeouts, 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run. So, Williams so far has been damn near unhittable. And then in July, he faced Detroit at home as well. 6 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 8 strikeouts.
Guys, if Detroit gets down, bet Cleveland to win the series. I am legitimately saying this. If Detroit gets down and shows weakness in, say, the first 5 innings, bet Cleveland to win the series. Because if Skubal is not able to put these guys away, who's gonna stop them? Who's gonna be the streak stopper? Sorry, but Roy Halladay ain't walking through that door. Phillies fans, like you know, we're in trouble if Williams out duels or even plays a rubber match with Skubal. Like if it's close, Detroit is in trouble in the series.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did, but Gavin Williams, I thought his strikeout prop, I know his outs prop obviously was very low. He was expect no 5 innings here because they have a great bullpen. His strikeouts prop though was 5.5, juice to the over, but still in 17 innings against Detroit this year, 29 strikeouts in 17 friggin' innings. So I did take that. Now it's up to 6.5, although heavily juiced to the under there. Over 6.5 is a big dog line, but I took a small shot with Williams over 5.5 strikeouts, and I did take a shot with that first 3 and first 5 under 1.5 at plus money and 3 at even money, and I would definitely be leaning, and I was leaning Cleveland, but I didn't bet it at a big money line, and I was leaning under 6. I didn't bet that one either, just because there can be shenanigans if it goes to extra innings, and the Detroit bullpen is maybe a bit of a liability here, although the Cleveland offense is, as everyone's talked about, a liability. All right. Go ahead.
Both bullpens, in my opinion, here are liable to be weaknesses of these teams. Because you don't have stoppers on either side of the ledger. Like you don't have Class A if you're Cleveland. Mind you, he's there. He's on your payroll, but you can't use him. Like, it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're going to end up needing a closer.
Sure. Absolutely. No question about it. I just still have their bullpen rated very highly, but all right, let's see what.
Because they do have the arms, but, it takes something special to be a closer.
Yeah. Matty Ice says the Tigers bullpen probably won't come into play today. Yeah, so maybe the friggin' Skubal outs prop at over 16.5 at plus money is the way to go. Yeah, not even that.
What's the plus money you're getting, Pete?
Well, if you shop around, let's see. Skubal over 18.5 outs at it's off, maybe like plus 115 or so.
Nice. I would take that. Because this is the spot for him to just be left alone to pitch. I
mean, if he's on his game, then of course they'll let him go 7. All right. Capping the Cappers, talking it all out. I will make that my first official pick. I will take Skubal over 18.5 outs. You don't even need 7. You just need 6 1/3. Let's see. I'm going to shop around, see what I can get. I can get a 110 here. I'm going to shop around and see what I can get, but I'm going to take that one. Skubal over 111, over 18.5 outs at plus money. We'll see what the comment section is saying about this. Matty Ice, yeah, wow. The Tigers know this, right? Huge shout out to Matty Ice. Look at this. I mean, when you're talking this shit out with Matty Ice and Gorky and Ron Crawford and Dabby Cab, how can you go wrong? What an edge this is. All right. Looking at other, Talk with Sports JT Ramirez over 1.5 total bases plus 118. Yeah, I was looking at some batter props unders, but didn't wind up pulling the trigger on any of those. Let's see. Wager Detective likes Nick Pavetta, talking about the Pavetta game. We'll talk about that. Justin McKelvey says Skubal might get 10 strikeouts. Yeah, I mean, when he's on his game, let's see. His strikeout prop was high, but maybe he'll sail over that one. Yeah, 7.5, juiced only a little bit to the over. So 8 strikeouts when he's dealing, definitely dealable. Last 2 starts against Cleveland, one of them he had 8, one of them he had 9, and much earlier in the year at Cleveland, 7 innings, 10 strikeouts. We might see a carbon copy of that. 7 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts from Tariq Skubal. All right. But Wu Rizzo likes under 7.5. guess that's it. I guess I'll hold off on everything else. You think there's a chance that Williams gets touched here, huh? Because of the pressure?
I do. I like the Detroit lineup more. I think they're deeper, obviously, but they have had struggling bats, so it could go either way.
Yeah. Robert Franklin liking Williams over 6.5 strikeouts, and that's big plus money. Andrew G, Detroit minus 160 means Scooble goes deep. Wager Detective, yes, your posts, we are seeing them. You posted about the Cubs game. We're going to talk about those after we finish up college football. I'm just trying to think if I want to add on the first 3 under. I don't know. You're right. Something feels weird here. I think if the first 3 goes and Williams does get touched a little bit, I'll probably try to live bet the under. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If we're really being like picky on how to bet it, since I kind of like you heard what I said about first 5 overs.
Yeah.
Right? Another way to bet it would be like yes run in the first inning, and if you don't get it, then you take the yes run in the 5th inning. I know that sounds crazy, but that's a live betting. I'm just telling you guys, like as a pitcher, those are the 2 innings, right? Sometimes it's the 6th inning, but it's the 1st and the 5th inning as a starting pitcher that are the 2 big hard innings to get over and to get through. So yeah.
Yeah, believe me, we who have bet, 5,000 first 5 totals and felt like the game was fucking fixed on like 3,000 of them. Yeah, you know what you're talking about, Dabby Cat. Yeah, Scooble under 4.5 hits is also kind of tempting. It's juiced, but also kind of tempting. Do people want us to break it down this in depth? I think so.
Sure, it's playoffs. Let's go.
Yeah, the only one I'm on right now so far officially, and I just bet it, is Scooble over outs, but his under outs prop looks interesting. Definitely going to be looking at live betting the under if Williams comes in and gives up a few runs, early in the first 3 innings, or especially in the first 5 innings. Although if that happens, then like the live total will be like a half run higher than probably the score after 5. But that's right. Justin McKelvey, stacks play of the day is a green over 1.5 bases at plus 150. All right. Presidential Minded Kings. Occupancy shout out. All right. I think I'm just going to hold on with that. Just one straightforward new bet, an official play. Scooble over outs. Over strikeouts might be good. Williams over strikeouts might be good. The under probably is good. Well, Nuke Worker likes Guardians money line. That's understandable. Okay. You guys want to move on?
Ready to go.
I'm ready whenever you are, Pete.
Okay, so that's it for the Cleveland one. Let me just get a couple more bets in here on this one. All right, next game on the card that we're going to talk about is going to be Illinois and Purdue. This is another Gorky one, right? Right, Dabby?
Yes.
Yeah, this is an interesting one and a tough one. Now, I made a bunch of bets on the early lines in college football, beat a bunch of moves, and I'll admit that I did bet Purdue plus the points here. The more I'm looking about it and thinking about it, the more I'm feeling very nervous about this, and I might hedge out of it. Illinois, of course, off the USC win. They've been great except for the embarrassing Indiana game. That kind of game, Illinois is obviously an excellent team, and that kind of bad road loss will stick in their heads, probably the whole year, certainly for at least another few weeks. Purdue's off a bye. They, played USC, had a turnover. They lost turnovers that hurt them in that one. So I did pull the trigger on Purdue getting all those points, but the more I'm looking, and of course last year was a crazy, overtime 50-49 win. I think Illinois pulled it out, but I don't know. Was it multiple overtimes? The point is Illinois was a 22-point favorite in that one. The game went way, way, way into overtime. And I think Illinois won, but Purdue, of course, covered easily. So it is a rivalry game, and that's another reason why I took Purdue.
It was a 22-point spread, I believe, that day.
Yeah, and so it was a rivalry game that went way down to the wire, including OT. So I took Purdue. Might have been wrong though, because Purdue definitely looks iffy on offense with their passing game. They definitely look vulnerable in their secondary. The Illinois quarterback's looking very good. I was thinking about the over, but the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking, oh no, this might be like a 31-7 Illinois game where Illinois covers easily and the game, goes way under. Illinois was banged up on defense in the Indiana game, and they'll be healthier here. Quarterback is great. Gorky, what do you like here?
This is leg 2 of my parlay. So I have Iowa State plus 2.5, where I believe they win outright, and this Illinois spot money line, and that gets me over plus 100. So I think it's a great spot. I just think Illinois has too much whenever they want it for this Purdue team. But Purdue is an improved roster from what they were last year. So if you look at last year's outcome with Illinois, that can be scary. But Illinois is also improved, in my opinion, because this year they actually believe they can be good. In my opinion, Illinois can be a top 5 team in the Big Ten. And that's really, really good for them, because usually they are near the bottom of the Big Ten when it wasn't as good. Without USC, without UCLA, even though UCLA is down, they're going to come back eventually and be what they should. Like, it's going to get better.
Okay, so what do you like here? You just like them as a parlay piece on the money line?
Yes. I would not chase points here. I think, Pete, you're in a really good spot with the plus 9.5, because the Purdue coaching staff is an experienced one, and they can make it a closer game than it should be.
Yeah, the line is actually it's still 9.5, but it's juiced in Illinois' favor. Some places I think have
Barry Odom is the coach at Purdue. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, he can do some magic here.
Ugh, yeah, I'm just very worried about. I mean, Illinois better, on both of the lines, and I think that they might just be really outmatched here. And if it starts to get into a passing showdown, then forget about it. Purdue's.
Here's why I would like Purdue. Pete. I would like Purdue here for a few reasons. Now, I will say the Indiana loss, Illinois wasn't fully healthy. They got some of their secondary players back. They looked a lot better on defense. Offense was able to move the ball, but I don't think very highly of USC's defense. First off, I know Purdue has their own problems, but their pass rush is going to be, a little bit more, I think, better than USC's. Here's why I don't like Illinois here. You just played Indiana, then you turned around and played USC in a must-win game because you got absolutely shit stomped by Indiana, so you had to have it against USC. You put everything into it. You go get that big win, and now you go on the road to Purdue, and guess who you've got next? Ohio State. Whoever made this Illinois schedule really was not doing them any favors here. If you are somebody who believes in a quote-unquote letdown game or a quote-unquote look-ahead game, guess what? We're at the corner of letdown and look-ahead right here, because Illinois just had the big win against USC, and their next game is against Ohio State.
Good point. But, Cabby, I would say that they are putting everything into this Purdue spot because they know – Illinois knows they're not on the level of Ohio State.
If they are all going by the mindset that they know they're not going to beat Ohio State, this football program is screwed.
But sometimes you have to know your limits. So why don't we show out against Purdue, put up 60 on them if I can, and go from there. And whatever I do against Ohio State in a positive way is just a bonus.
Well, Wine Time Sports, Purdue plus 9.5. Talk Sports with JT, Purdue plus 9.5. And then Wine Time Sports comes back again with Love Purdue here and a fist bump for JT. And then JT comes back with a wine and a handshake emoji. Wow.
Good luck to you guys, man. I just need the 1 point win, and I don't give a shit.
And Robert Franklin liking Purdue plus 9.5. Okay. And then it just skipped. Someone said Purdue blows. Where is that? Yes, saturated. It says Purdue blows. I think they do kind of have some serious issues that'll start to show up later in the season, and especially against near elite teams, which Illinois might be. Robert Frank Sanders game for Illinois with Ohio on deck. Yeah, I might think about Saturate says Illinois top 5 defense for like 5 years, offense is final.
But Ohio State is not on the level of Illinois. Yes, Illinois can play above their head, but you have to dominate teams like Purdue. You have to put them under your feet and just stomp on them if you're a serious team. You have to.
Yeah, Kong's clip saying Illinois got lucky to win the game last week. If UFC runs the ball one more time, Illinois loses that game.
That's true. I was on USC. I was texting back and forth with Cab, and you kept me in the game, brother. I was about to throw my ticket out at halftime, so I was on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
I tell everybody, I'm like, when people hit me up about bets, Pete, and it's like the second quarter or something, I'm like, man, talk to me in an hour. It ain't over. It ain't over yet.
No, but my concern was the fact that I didn't see any improvement from what we knew Grinch's defense to be.
All right, and that's saturated. People reading too much into the IU loss. Illinois lost their entire secondary for that game. Yes, they were. As I mentioned, they were very banged up. I guess I won't hedge out of my Purdue. I might do a half hedge. Take Illinois first half. We'll see. I'm not going to make it official.
And
all right.
maybe Indiana is undervalued, guys. Maybe Indiana is actually nearing the level of an Ohio State team, but I would even say a better coached Indiana team than Ohio State, because Indiana does not get the talent of player that Ohio State does, but they sure get the most out of the players that they do get.
Yeah. All right. Wager Detective Ed was posting a lot of MLB stats, interesting stuff. Post them again, please, Wager, when we get to the MLB segment. Right now, okay, you ready? Comment section, get ready, because here we go. Texas and Florida is the game we're going to talk about right now. Both teams off buys, right? My thought is, my notes before the line came out, what will the line be and how bad is Florida really? I did bet the under on this one, 43.5. I think it's gone up to 44. I do like the under. My lean would definitely be to Florida. I didn't take them at +7, and now it's down to 6.5. DJ Lagway, I assume he's going to be okay, because the line would have moved if not. But, he was in a walking boot, and there was some question about whether he would play here. I'm assuming he will play here. Will the Gators have anything different offensively from what they've shown so far? My sense is probably not. So I definitely like the under here. I bet it. I don't know if that's a good bet, but I did bet it. And I was definitely leaning Florida. Did not bet it yet. There is some rain and maybe 15-mile-an-hour winds in the forecast that I've seen. So, I don't know. Big question. How bad is Florida really? Dabby Cab, what do you think? What's your answer?
Talent-wise, not that bad. Mentality-wise, absolutely and completely and totally shattered, broken. Look, DJ Lagway is probably going to play. You're right. I know he had the boot on his foot, but that's just because they don't make a pussy boot. I'm telling you right now, Pete, this team.
You didn't write that yourself, did you? You wrote that yourself? Very nice, Dabby.
Just now, man. Just now. I tell you what, they don't care, and that's the biggest thing. They're not backing Napier. The fans want Napier gone. The players aren't buying into the program at all. A bye week is like, oh, okay, let's take this week to get ready, get back on track, get everybody's minds right. I bet this bye week was toxic. I cannot even imagine being in that locker room for Florida right now. And on the flip side with Texas here, I don't trust Sarkisian full game. Sarkisian's one of those guys that a lot of people have recency bias for last year as a coach, and I'll preach this until everybody's heard me say it. He is a first half bet on coach. I do not like him in the second half of football games flat out. You will very rarely, if ever, see me backing Texas in a full game. This game, I will take Texas first half. I haven't got the number yet, but it's going to be 3.5 or 4, and I'll be on Texas first half.
All right. Well, I'm going to make the under official. I got it at 43.5, and then I thought I saw it move up a little bit. Now it's way down to 42, juice to the under. So I'm going to get a shitty line relative to what I bet, but hopefully that'll be okay. Definitely liking the under. I'm not sure what I think about the first half, but how much I like the first half under compared to the full game. Liking that as well. The line is I think it opened at 7, and then it dipped to 6.5. I'm looking now and seeing now it's back up to 7. So Dabby Cab, like in Texas first half. Gorky, I'm fascinated to hear. I want to hear what you have to say about this one, Gorky.
Bless you.
Hey there, Gorky. Hey, Gorky.
Gorky, catch your breath, man. No rush. You're muted though.
Hey, Gorky, you're muted, baby. Gorky, baby. Come on, baby. Unmute yourself.
Am I unmuted now?
In this world, baby.
There
we go.
Yeah, I'm unmuted now. There we go. Sorry guys, I had to cough. I didn't want to cough out loud.
Feeling.
Yeah. This is Texas and only Texas spot. Only because Billy Napier reminds me of Coach JB on the JUCO Last Chance U Netflix fucking show. All right? This guy is his twin and shouldn't be a Power 5 football coach. He hasn't proven shit. They've done worse since he's been in the program. Why let Dan Mullen go when Dan Mullen actually had the last Florida team that did anything good? He did. He had Kyle Trask. Imagine that. A quarterback that could pass the ball. This guy came in with Anthony Richardson. He's going to go away because he has a quarterback who cannot pass from the back pocket on a consistent basis. I like my quarterbacks to be athletic, but you have to be a passer above all. You have to know how to spread the ball around to get the most out of your teammates so we can win.
Okay, so who do you like here, Gorky?
For me, it's Texas or nothing. I don't like anything with my money, but I see Texas winning this game, and it's going to go however Texas wants. If Sarkisian wants to take his foot off the gas pedal, this could be a field goal game, but it could also be a multiple touchdown spread.
All right, well, I will definitely make the full game under 42.5. There's a lot of 42s and juice bounce around, but again, I got 43.5. Would love to get that now, but I'm going to have to take 42.5 minus 110. I might double up and add on the first half under as well. Dabby Cab, I mean, Florida has all sorts of horrifically embarrassing problems offensively, but they still should be good defensively. No, or am I wrong about that?
Yeah, they've been pretty solid defensively. I mean, we saw them against LSU. They kept it. I mean, Florida's defense has been good. You are absolutely right about that, and that's another reason why I like the first half and not the full game. Because shout out to my dude in the chat. I think it was the presidential minded who said it seems like Sarkisian's full game scripted. Like, yeah, I love him. First possession. I love his offense first possession. I love Texas early, but I do think they slow down. And I think this game becomes more of a slugfest as we get into the late third, fourth quarter.
And I also think that for real, Arch Manning has something wrong with him physically.
You can see it. Yeah, he's hurt.
He does. They can lie to us and say, "Oh no, he's good to go." No, he is not. He is not. Texas wins because of their defense in this spot and all season. If Arch Manning is all that they have. And it's not even the kid's fault. He can actually throw the ball. He can. It's in his blood. His uncles have taught him to throw the ball. He can throw the ball. He's injured.
Well,
believe me.
And they have a lot of offensive weapons too, Gorky. Manning's not their only player.
No. But he's the one that has to give. Like he's the one that has to spread the ball. It all starts with him.
Right.
Especially to the wide receivers. Like, you can't expect the wide receiver to what? Get it on a handoff and run 75 yards? No.
Kong's Clip says, I'm on Texas minus 6.5 solely on their defense. If you think Florida struggle to score against Miami, wait till they see Texas. If Texas scores 2 touchdowns.
That's true. That's true.
Go ahead.
That's true. Kong is right. Shout out Kong.
Andrew G saying Lagway missed preseason summer camp. That's why he sucks. Not enough reps. Let's see. And Presidential Minded Kings, Florida team total under rest of the year auto bet. I mean, coaching changes can change things, but yeah. And then Kong's Clips was telling me, Pete, if you like the under, I think the better bet is Florida team total under. I guess that's true. Is it possible that Texas will actually be able to move the ball and maybe run it up a little bit?
Yeah.
And is there any way that Florida team total right now is 17.5? Is there any way they put it together, get over 17.5?
Or more than 2 touchdowns? Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
Florida's not scoring 20.
This Texas defense is what makes their team go. They're actually probably the best defense in the country.
All right. I'll double up. I'll add on Florida team total under 17.5 minus 127. I'll shop around to see if I can get better there. I was leaning Florida plus the points for no reason other than just believing that a team that is just in an embarrassing state with good.
No, you got to get over a touchdown to feel confident on that. 6.5 isn't enough. A touchdown beats you.
Oh, I hear you. Let's see. Anyone else commenting? Presidential Minded Kings might bet Florida under 14.5. I hear you. Major Detective Florida lost to Texas last year. Revenge. Yeah, but revenge is something that I only look at when a team is not dysfunctional. You know what I mean?
Are you getting plus money for that presidential?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
I would hope so. Under that number, 14.5, he should be getting plus money, and I think that's a good bet.
Texas Talk Sports with JT leans Texas minus 6.5. Joseph Gomez, excellent point. I feel more confident if the line moved towards Texas. I agree. The initial move was towards Florida. Now it is back a little bit towards Texas, but still just back to 7. All right. So maybe if there are some sharp people who know what they're doing betting Florida to cover, maybe it'll be like a Texas 10, Florida 7 game. Under cashes, the team total unders. Andrew G, Texas a money line parlay piece. All right, I think we got it. I'm taking 2 official plays. Maybe I'll think about adding on the first half under as well. That's very tempting. But let's move on. All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Mississippi State and Texas A&M. Comment section. Tell us what you think here. Mississippi State, of course, off of the OT loss, but cover against Tennessee. I did have Mississippi State plus 7.5 in that one, so I did cash on that one. Texas A&M off the Auburn win. I completely passed on that one. Auburn did cover by the hook, and it was very low scoring. Now we have Texas A&M. The line I saw, first one was 14, very high line. But, you know, Mississippi State is also they're going to have some injuries here. I think that was a big game for them. Now they're going on there, and they tend to have, of course, as we know, a nice home field advantage. Now they're going on the road against a legitimately tough team, and Texas A&M, you know, not off a loss, but they're off of a close competitive game. And my thought here was maybe, even though the line seems at first glance to be a little high, I was thinking maybe Texas A&M, and my thoughts were either Texas A&M first half, only if I could get -7, or maybe the Texas A&M team total over or first half team total over. That's what I was thinking. Dabby Cat, tell us.
For once, I'm actually getting a better number than these people. Good. Let's go.
We got pulled off this game last week, Pete, because we were doing it on Jimmy's show, but I had sent it in with you. I was on Le'Veon Moss anytime touchdown and A&M to win the football game at plus 105. So shout out to A&M. My record's 5-1 on games I bet with them this year. I understand looking at this and seeing the 14 or even the 14.5 and thinking that's way too big of a number. But if I was to give you guys just a guess on the score here, I would say 42-21. Off the top of my head, first guess, I think A&M's offense comes out with their hair on fire.
Yeah.
They did not struggle as much as the 16 points shows against Auburn. They had over 400 yards of offense where Auburn only had 177, right? They had over 400 yards of offense. They had a couple missed field goals. They just didn't finish drives. So my point is I really think that this offense comes out, ears pinned back, ready to move the football down the field. The way I'm going to bet this, and I can't give you the bet yet because the props aren't up, I am going to hammer Mario Craver in every possible way that I can. He is the Mississippi State transfer for Texas A&M, who I guess Casey Concepcion's the big name that everybody talks about, but Craver's leading in yards, leading in touchdowns. Going into the Auburn game, he was averaging 15 yards after catch, which is outstanding. You put the ball in his hands, he's getting you an extra 15 yards. And you saw in the Auburn game, there were three big plays that were called back that Craver caught, including the touchdown. It was like a 25-yard touchdown pass to him, and that one got called back. I think he comes for get back against Mississippi State, who did not really throw him the ball much last year. And I think that obviously A&M wins the game. So I'm going to either take Craver's reception yards plus that money line, or I might take Craver to get a touchdown plus the money line. Hell, I might put the reception yards, touchdown, and the money line all together just to make sure it's plus money because Mario Craver is going to have himself a day on Saturday night. I promise.
Gorky, what do you think?
This is a parlay piece for me, Pete and Cabby. I have it as part of a parlay with Miami and Louisville. And I just think it will go the way that Texas A&M chooses to play. I just don't think that Texas A&M is in a spot where they get caught here. Mississippi State, your win against Arizona State was your national championship. Congratulations.
Yeah.
This is not a Texas A&M letdown spot.
No, not at 6:30 at Kyle Field. No chance.
All right, I'm going to start off with two official plays. I am going to take Texas A&M first half. I'm going to buy to 7 minus 126. I'm going to shop around after the show, see if I can get better. And I think I'm going to add on their first half team total over 18.5 minus 107. I mean, the full game is also 34.5. That's very tempting as well. Which would you prefer, Dabby? If you had to take either the first half team total over for Texas A&M, 18.5, or the full game at like 34.5, which would you prefer?
Both. I mean, if you take first half, I really think that the offense comes out like very frustrated with the 16 points. Like I said, they were moving up and down the field. I think they come out very frustrated, and I think they put up points in bunches, Pete. I really do. Do me a favor, though. When your props come out, Pete, take a look at Craver. Grab something with him. Just grab something with him.
Okay. I will do that, Dabby Cab. Kong Slips was talking about the first quarter. Let's see what I'm seeing right now. About minus 280 for Texas A&M on the money line. Let me see where. Let's see if I can find a.
I don't know. I got it early.
Team total. Yeah, there you go. Texas team total first quarter 6.5 over minus 107. They'll probably put up a touchdown in the first quarter.
Pete, this line has moved about 2.5 points in the last 2 days. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, I was looking at Texas and Florida. Sorry.
Are you guys seeing that as well, or am I insane?
Which line? Which the spread?
Texas A&M, the spread. Yeah.
Let me see. The first line I saw. I looked later in the week. Hold on.
Was 12.5? No.
It might have been a very early line, which would.
Well, Monday.
Yeah. Let me see. What are we looking at here?
Yesterday.
I mean, some places have. No, because it. Oh, wait a minute. It got bet down and then came back up. Yeah, you're right. So
it did open up at like 12.5 or whatever. Yeah.
By Sunday night, it was 14, but the very early Sunday line I'm seeing was 12.5. You're right.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one that I am on, and that's why it's part of a parlay piece that gets me just over plus 100 money on the 3-leg parlay. Yeah.
Very nice. Beating that, Gorky. Wow, Robert Franklin, Mississippi State team total over. What do you think about that, Dabby Cab?
What is it? What is it, 50?
The Mississippi State team total over would be about 21 or so.
They don't. I told you my final score prediction, 42-21. If it's 20.5, maybe. If it's 21.5, no chance.
I would be careful. I thought you meant Texas A&M team totals. That's why I said such a high number. But
I like the Texas A&M team total. Robert Franklin, and by the way, Texas A&M first quarter I'm seeing here -6, minus about even money or so.
Robert, I would be very careful, brother.
All right, let me see. Robert Franklin team total over. Let's see. And Chappie Funk says it's a blackout game for the Aggies too. I didn't realize that. Do you know that, Dabby Cab?
Yeah, they're going to black out the end zones. They're going to black out the midfield.
Oh my God!
They're going to be wearing all black uniforms. They spent millions of dollars on their new light show that they're going to have with the fireworks and the flashing strobe lights and stuff. Kyle Field's going to be fucking on fire on Saturday night. It's going to be awesome.
All right. Okay. I'll take the Texas A&M first half, buy down to -7, -126, and I'll shop around after the show, see if I can get better. And then the team total over first half, I'll take that one, 18.5, -107. I'll shop around as well. That makes me a little bit nervous, actually. It might be like a 17. Yeah, I could see. But I think they are going to come out and just absolutely steamroll them, right?
I really do.
Yeah. I'll take that one. All right. Great friggin' breakdown, everyone. Now let's move on. Final college football game we're going to talk about. Very fucking interesting one. Miami, Florida State. Comment section. Tell us what you think. Miami, of course, off a bye. They've been awesome so far. They blew out Florida and South Florida. You know, they did blow them out. They didn't let down against them, but both of those games were games where we were expecting kind of a big win against Florida. Although some people were betting on Florida and it didn't happen. And, those were all at home. Now they're going on the road. Florida State, off of the loss at Virginia last week, they were a 7-point road favorite at Virginia. And game went into OT and they lost. Miami, not talking about, past performances, what happened last week or buys or anything like that. Their starting roster looks way better than Florida State at most positions, quarterback, everything. They've got a great offensive line. I mean, the whole thing, Miami just looks way better. So even though this is a big rivalry game, I am thinking about taking Miami first half. I haven't done it yet. Want to hear what you have to say. Obviously Florida State off a loss at home is going to be salty. First road game for Miami. You don't necessarily want to bet on a road favorite, a first road game there.
I do.
You do? I think I like Miami first half. Gorky, what do you think?
This Miami team is better than we all give them credit for. Can we stop with Mario Cristobal sucks as a head coach? He's actually really, really, really improved in the sense that he doesn't try to do too much anymore. He actually trusts his team on the field to get out of terrible plays, maybe, that have been given to them, because Carson Beck is a leader in the huddle. He's an upperclassman that came to Miami for a reason, and now kids get paid, so maybe they take this thing more as a job and more seriously. If you don't do your job properly, you're gonna get fired. So this is a Miami spot for me. Florida State, yes, I understand that was on the road against Virginia, but you don't lose that game if you're a serious contender in your league. And they did, and they let Virginia go up and down the field with them. If you're good enough to beat Alabama, you are good enough to beat Virginia team that don't even hang their hat as a school on football.
Okay, so you're liking them full game?
Yes. I told you.
Interestingly, it opened first line. Parlay. First line I saw was about 5.5 full game, and it's gone down a little bit. Now it's down to 4.5, and I bet Miami first half. Full game though, I don't want it. I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll make a halftime play or a live bet. But I like Miami here.
How about this, Pete?
Mm-hmm.
Miami double result.
Yeah, sure. I am a little bit scared about Florida State full game. Dabby Cab, what do you think?
Look, I do trust Florida State to do one thing, and that's put up points. Now, don't get me wrong. I know they had East Texas A&M and Kent State on their schedule, which, Kent State might be worse than East Texas A&M. Who knows? 77 and 66 points. So that whole 53 points per game is extremely inflated. But they still put up 31 against Alabama. They still put up 38 against Virginia in that loss last week. What I think we see here, Pete, is points. I think this is a very good game as indicated by the line. I probably would lean on Miami and trusting Carson Beck to lead them to the victory on the road here. But I took the over. I took it yesterday at 53.5. It's up to 54.5 now. And I feel pretty comfortable with it because, like I said, I do trust Florida State to put up points. Castellanos has got to stop turning over the football, though. Only 4 touchdowns to the 3 interceptions. I guess what I can say is if he does turn the football over, I hope it's plus territory for my over. I think this is a very, very, very close, very good football game. The rivalry, the blood's going to be, boiling. Points. We're going to see points. I got the over in this game.
It looks like it has got the first line I saw was about 54.5 or so, and it's gotten bet down almost a full point. I'm seeing like 53.5 and 54 juiced to the unders. Let's see what the Talk Sports with JT lean Miami. Oh, Spoons Bet says Tigers on the board. See,
Nice.
Maybe a live bet on the under. Let me just quickly glance at what's going on here. I want to see. Maybe
hopefully somebody grab that Yerfie. I'm sure it was big.
Look at that. Yeah, already 1 zip. Yeah. Okay. So the first inning's over. All right. We'll see what happens. He might get touched in the other innings too, and then I'll be looking at live betting the under. All right, for this one, I think I will pull the trigger on Miami first half. I could be really safe and take the money line at minus 158, but I think I'll go for it. I'll take the first half minus 2.5, minus 118 for Miami, Florida. I'm scared about the full game. Dabby, you like offense, and the line it appears as of right now the total has gotten bet down a little bit. Maybe the Miami team total over. What about that?
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
As long as you're getting plus money for it.
As long as you're getting plus money for it. Or a great line. The Miami 30.5 at plus 115 is what I'm seeing.
Take it. They score 31.
Against the Florida State defense, yeah?
They score 31.
All right, I might add that one on. Let me just look at my notes, and we'll look at the comment section.
This game goes into the 60s for me. This total is too low.
Yeah, I mean they've got a great quarterback, a great offensive line, the classic talented deep pool of skill position guys, and the question is just what's Florida State going to be able to do?
This game goes into the 60s. And so this total is too low if it's 54. If the number is 54.5.
Let's see what people are all just talking about Detroit and Cleveland. Let's see. Matty I says I see this game playing out very similar to the Oregon Penn State game. Really? Is he talking about the Florida game or is he talking about the Miami game?
I think he's talking about this one, Florida State.
Wow, that was a very low-scoring game, wasn't it?
No. Was it?
The Oregon-Penn State game.
Yeah.
It was like 3-3 at the half, wasn't it, this past week?
But second half, it opened up, Pete.
Right. Hey, hold on a second. Yeah, hold on a second.
You're going to make me look live on screen.
No. But he so he thinks that, where the hell is it? Jesus Christ. So he thinks it'll be low scoring first half and then open up in the second half?
I don't know. What did you mean, bro?
Yeah.
What did you mean?
I still think that there have been some slip ups in this show, but I think overall we've done a very good show here. Let me see.
Yeah, man. Because it's all about the nuggets we give them, not the mistakes are part of the show. If you don't tell your audience that you're making mistakes, they don't know.
That one, that was an overtime game. That's right. So he thinks this one might go to overtime. Yeah, I definitely if I'm taking Miami, I'm taking them first half, not full game. And I do every bone in me wants to be safe and take the money line, but I'll take the 2.5 minus 118. All right, yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the Miami team total for the moment. Might bet it later in the week or revisit it, but I will take Miami first half minus 2.5. Collins Flip says I think Miami's a national championship contender this season. I mean, they certainly look like it so far. This will be a nice little test on the road here. See how but roster wise, they just look awesome. Presidential minded Kings like Florida State +4. That's full game. I can see that. And yes, Matty Ice talking about this game.
54 points in Oregon, Penn State.
Yeah, it was overtime though. Yeah,
and that's fine. But 54 points, and
went way down to the wire. All right, so maybe I should have taken the Miami money line. We'll see. Let's see. Let me look at what else is going on. Wager Detective like Florida 6.5. Oh, Florida, right? Not Florida State. Wager Detective like in Florida +6.5. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, you know what? I will be safe. I'm going to switch it to the money line. Miami, Florida, first half. I'm going to take instead for my official play money line minus 158. My actual bets, I combine them a little bit, but my official play here, money line and minus 158. Yeah, that could easily be tied at the half. Go ahead.
The third leg of my parlay to finish this one off is this ticket is Louisville on the money line. Just Louisville on the money line. With Miami and the previous game, the Texas A&M spot.
Yeah, so the only other thing you're liking so far on the college football card is Louisville against Virginia.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't have any opinion on that one right now. Why do you like Louisville so much? Because Virginia's obviously. I mean, Virginia. Yeah, they're off the big win against Florida State.
Because Louisville has in my opinion, still the more trustworthy quarterback. I like his poise. Pittsburgh should have won that game on Saturday. I was on Pittsburgh late. I got on them late, like right before kickoff, Pete, and I did that with confidence. But Miller Moss kept this team together, kept them marching down the field. Every time Pittsburgh would take the lead, they came back, and in the end, they made one more play to win the game.
Yeah, I had Pittsburgh first half in that one, but Louisville, pretty impressive team with that comeback win. Dabby Cab, is there you want me to just shout out a few things that I've already bet in college football, and then you can do the same, and we can talk about them for a second or not?
Yeah. I was.
All right. I'll tell you what I did. I did take South Florida minus 27 against Charlotte. That's on Friday. That's up to 27.5. But those are the kinds of games where, a lot of times the South Florida teams just absolutely steamroll. The visitors, Charlotte. So I did take that one. I did take San Diego State -6 against Colorado State. That's also on Friday. Might have been a mistake. San Diego State, of course, coming off of the 6-3 extremely low-scoring game. But that was on the road. Now they're back home, and I think that they should be able to put up enough points to cover that. So I did take that. I don't know if you guys have anything to say about Air Force and Navy, but I did take a shot with Navy. Air Force, of course, very underwhelming this year. I had them last week against Hawaii. They lost. That was a bad loss for me. I took Navy and the under. And I also took UAB +7. I did against Army. I didn't understand why they were that small of a dog. And I took a couple of big home dogs. I took Ball State +16.5 and Georgia State +18.5 against JMU. Georgia State, of course, off of the Vanderbilt game where they got blown out, but that was weirdly kind of a revenge game for Vanderbilt. I had Vanderbilt in that one. And JMU, very, very good, but I took that one. And I will admit, took a small shot with UCLA +25.5 against Penn State. Anything that I just said, you agree with, disagree with, Dad?
I agree with the Navy spot, with the Air Force, spot. Yeah. I believe Air Force is the best out of all the academy schools, and they win it here, and they take the Commander-in-Chief trophy after they beat the Army.
You mean Navy?
No, but for the Commander-in-Chief trophy, you have to win the series
right.
between the academy schools. So when when they beat Army on the last day of the season, they
Right.
will get the trophy.
Right. So you like the Navy play against Air Force?
I like Air Force in that one. I think Air Force is the best team out of all the academies.
Oh, really? You like Air Force plus 11?
Yes.
Okay.
They are the dogs?
Yeah, getting
Air
11
Force?
points.
Air Force is the dog? Whoa. I would go with the upset on that one.
Interesting shit there. Anyone in the comment section has anything to say about things that Gorky is saying right now? Tell us. Yeah, I did take might have been a stupid move. UCLA plus 25.5, Georgia State huge dog, and I took Ball State. Those are 3 huge home dogs that I took. Dabby, is there anything that I mentioned or any other games you want to just quickly shout out?
I got you here. I'll give you guys my bets too. One of them is an MLB game today. I got Fernando Tatis over 1.5 total bases at plus 109. I went ahead and moved on that Florida first half minus 3.5. And then I'm on the over 53.5 in the Miami Florida State game. I can't give y'all my bet for the A&M game yet because the props aren't out. But take Craver, take his receptions, take his over yards, take his touchdown, parlay it with anything you want. Mario Craver is going to have a day on Saturday against Mississippi State. And that's it for me, Pete.
All right. Robert Franklin likes Army minus 7 against UAB, saying UAB defense straight ass. Yeah, I feel you. They already played a service academy team this year, and they're off of a bye, and I think they have the offense to keep up. So we'll see. I don't know. Might have been a big mistake here. All right. So to review my official college football plays, Texas, Florida under 42.5. Florida team total under 17.5, minus 127. I'll shop to get something better if I can. Texas A&M first half minus 7, minus 126. I'll shop. And the first half team total over 18.5. And Miami, Florida first half money line minus 158. Gorky, you want to review all of your official plays that you've talked about?
Sure. I really like Iowa State team total over 27.5 is my favorite play on the board. I like my Iowa State plus 2 and plus 2.5 and Illinois money line bet. That's my second parlay that I really like, and my 3-teamer. I think cash is way too easy to even talk about on this show.
It's too easy to even mention. That
No,
should be
it does. I told
random
you,
play for you.
it's Miami. What is it? Miami, Louisville, and what was the third leg? Texas A&M.
That's right. All right. So which of you guys are going to stick around for MLB capping right
I
now?
will, because I have action on the games. If you
All
would
right.
like me to.
Okay, great.
I'm here, Pete. So Gork, no worries, my man. We'll just shoot out your action here real quick for us, though.
Okay.
For the MLB.
My action is, so I took the Tigers run line minus 1.5 plus 125. I have money line parlay Dodgers and Yankees plus 225 is on the parlay. Or no, plus 125. Sorry. European bets odds are plus 225. Plus 125 American. Sorry,
It's okay. So you have a Dodgers Yankees money line parlay, and what else?
And the Tigers run line minus 1.5.
And
Plus
nothing on
one-
San Diego Cubs.
Plus 125. Nothing on San Diego, Chicago.
All right, Gorky.
All right.
Thanks so much.
No problem, Pete. Thanks for having me, brother.
All right. Jose, you want, first of all, Kong's Clip says, Pete, when you get a minute after show, look at USF minus 27.5. Kongs, I already bet 27, South Florida. I did already bet that one. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Jose Bouquett, we got 3 more games now that we're going to talk about. You ready to go, Jose?
Yes. By the way, Pete, just for you and everyone out there, I bet the Tigers series minus 125 against the Guardians. I did that yesterday with Jimmy and TJ and all them. Shout out to you, those guys. And for today's game, I bet Cleveland Guardians team total under 2.5 minus 135. I wanted to bet the full game under in this game, but I didn't want the Tigers scoring to give me the worries. So I just bet School basically to dominate their ass here. So I am on that in the game one. But let's talk about the rest of the action. Pete, what are you on in game one again? If you anything?
Well, we talked about it, and I wound up on Scooble over 18.5 outs of plus money.
Oh, 18.5. God damn. I love that, though. I love that the line is that high.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit has questions in the bullpen. If Scooble is dealing, they might let him go 9, but certainly 7 or even 6 1/3, right? So
I agree. Yeah, and one of the main reasons I think he struggled last game was him smoking a guy in the face with a ball, and I think mentally that rattled him. And now I think he'll be okay. And obviously, he had a good first inning, but we'll see.
Okay, so let's talk about Padres and Cubs. This is a game that one game that I think the one that I have the least opinions on, fewest opinions on.
Oh, good. I have a bet in this game now.
I'm sorry?
I said good. I have a bet in this game now. I bet it about like 20 minutes ago.
All right. Well, the Cubs total was 7, just sort of a standard playoffs total. Line was almost even on both sides. The Cubs were a very small favorite. And whoa, now I see about a 10-cent move in favor of the Cubs. All right, there you go. It's Pivetta and Boyd. And Boyd, of course, was struggling down the stretch there. Pivetta was very good earlier in the year, then struggled a little bit more later on. And the Padres, of course, have a great bullpen. The Cubs, I don't know. In general, they're kind of a up and down bullpen. Not terrible, but definitely questionable. And the Padres sort of, for most of the season, I've just had them penned in my head as awesome, excellent, stellar bullpen, and that's what I think they should be here. So, but the line has moved in the Cubs' favor with Boyd starting, and weather is in the mid 70s, small wind in. So I'm assuming that means no real solid effect. It's not too cool. Small wind that probably won't have that much of an impact on things. What'd you bet, Jose Bouquett?
Yeah, I, like everyone else last night, was thinking Padres. They're just a flat better team than the Cubs, I think. And obviously losing Cade Horton kills the Cubs here, I think. But like my guy BJ says right there, I put my faith in my hands in the lords of the gambling markets, and I trust the ivory towers.
Mm-hmm.
And I see at our friends here at Wager Talk at least 60% of the bets, 61% of the money on the San Diego Padres.
Mm-hmm.
And the line has moved, like you said, 10 cents towards the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel forced at this point to bet the Cubs minus 125, and that's what I did. I couldn't believe the line movement personally. I was like, wow, that's just shocking. Maybe it's a head fake. Maybe they just got some chuckle fucks like me. Scooble gives up his first hit, and it's going to be a double because the guy drops the ball in the out. Oh no, he stops at first. Thank God. But there's a single there for the Guardians. But yeah, I bet the Cubs full game money line. I was pretty surprised. I'm gonna hope that. Well, I'm not gonna hope. I know that this environment in Wrigley Field is going to be pretty bonkers. The first playoff game in like 8 years, spoons or whatever it is in Wrigley Field. So it'll be interesting. Jake Arrieta throwing the first pitch out with the guy from Pearl Jam, whose name escapes me, Pete.
From Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder?
Yeah, he'll be there. I forget his name. I'm trying to learn Pearl Jam, but it's not working for me right now, Pete. I'm not gonna lie. It's not working for me. But yeah, this market move is just shocking to me. The fact that they're making it more appealing to bet the Padres right now. It's like, all right, well, fine. I'll bet the Cubs. And if that's the case, then that's what it is. So no action on the total for me. I am just on the Chicago Cubs full game in a double play for Tarek Skubal.
Well, Freeband's play of the day is Cubs first 5. So Dougie Wise is like, I only want the stud Boyd. So I guess people are expecting Boyd to be better than he was. I mean, he wasn't terrible in September, but definitely, a little iffy.
Spoon says, unless Arrieta is pitching 6 innings, I'm on the Padres.
Yeah, funny. I mean, Boyd, I looking at this, I would rate San Diego with the, not hugely, but significantly better starter, significantly better pen.
Yep.
And yet,
I think their lineup is better too. And yet the market's moving towards the Cubs here. It's shocking. It's one of these things where like everything's saying Padres. I mean, I've seen maybe 1 or 2 Cubs bets, and most of them are from our guy Saturated, who's a Cubs fan. But the rest have been Padres. Even our guy Spoons bet the Padres, and he's a Cubs fan. So and it's just like, all right, and they're gonna make it 10 cents more attractive to bet the Padres. Fine, I'll be on the Cubs. And if I feel like an asshole at the end of the night because everything said Cubs or Padres and the Padres roll, fine. I'll lose the bet, as you would say. I bet size appropriately. I only use 1.25 units, and I'll move on with my day.
Dougie Wise says free bands play of the day. Cubs first 5. Wager Detective says over 7. I mean, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking if I was going to bet something. Justin McKelvey, play of the day. Number 2 is Machado over 1.5 bases at plus 115.
And obviously, 60% of the bets and money in a playoff game is much, much bigger money and bets than it would be like 2 days ago, guys. Let's all remember that as well for these bet sizes and or bet amounts, percentages. So it's very interesting.
Spoons Bets and Nuke Worker both liking the Padres, and Wager Detective also liking the Padres. Downtown Brown Southside, no way Boyd can beat the Padres team, not a chance. Matty Ice, Pivetta this year against the Cubs has struggled overall. Yeah, I mean, Pivetta's been, he was top notch for a while and then struggling at other times. Chappie Funk also on Cubs first 5. I was thinking about the over. I'm just a little bit worried about the Pods bullpen. Like, they're real good, aren't they, Jose Bouquett?
Yeah. Best in the league, best in the playoffs. If you did a ranking of all the bullpens, Padres would be number 1 in the playoffs.
All right, so best in the playoffs. You got a starting pitcher who probably is going to be a little bit better. You got a lineup who's probably going to be a little bit better. How can the Cubs? It's because the fucking thing is fixed, and the people who are betting know it.
Hobby buy a single to start the 3rd inning. Yeah, there you go. That's why I'm like, I just can't not bet this market. And like your Spoon says, if it's late steam, whatever, I'll fall into the trap like an asshole. But here I am.
Yeah, I might take the first 3 or first 5 over. First 3 is 1.5. The first 5 is 3.5.
1.5 is interesting for an over here. Because we just saw a first inning run in Cleveland, Detroit here, and that's a full run lower here. And
yeah,
imagine if you got that there here. Obviously, different ballparks, way different scenario, but still.
What can you tell us quickly about the market and betting action on the total, Jose Bouquett?
There are 63% of the bets and 59% of the money on the under in this game, Pedro. I'm going to refresh my totals tracking thing so I can get you some accurate numbies here. Let's go to totals. Let's hit a refresh again because it's not working. There we go. It's getting juiced to the under. I'll tell you that. At BOL opened up -110, now -125 for that under. Plus money to get that over. Bodog, as they call it in Canada, has a 6.5, as does Bookmaker, as does Heritage in this game. So it's going down.
Yeah, it is. So I guess maybe Boyd was just like chucking up meatballs, and they were just like, just get to the playoffs and then really turn it up.
I thought it was arm fatigue. Like I really did. But what is arm fatigue in the playoffs, especially the first start in the playoffs when you've got all this adrenaline, you're looking forward to it and everything. I mean, that's the thing. That's something we got to factor, obviously, as well. But it is very interesting. Very interesting. If I had to make a bet on this game, it'd be total wise, it'd be on the under. I feel like if I blind bet the under in all the games here, I'd feel like I'd have a winning day.
Yeah. I mean, in general, that's the one bet that I'm usually looking to make in MLB playoffs. But I will go out on a limb here. I'll take the first 5 over 3.5 -115. I'll shop around to see if I can get maybe a little bit better somewhere else. I understand how treacherous that is.
Yeah. By the way, walk for Gavin Williams, 2 guys on, no outs for the Tigers.
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if one of these guys comes in and I'm sure they're all like, all right, we're ready to go. But one of them, Boyd or Pavetta comes in and gets lit up. Although how long will they let him in if they're getting lit? But all right, I'll take it. It's very treacherous and risky. Goes against what I usually am looking to do in MLB playoffs. But I'll take it. We'll see what the comment section has to say. Deacon Mike likes the over 7. I mean, I would normally be liking the over. It's just like the Padres bullpen can be just so lights out, can it? Right?
Yeah. That it's scary. I mean, obviously they lost one arm, but like still, it's still Mason Miller. It's still
And if the first 5 is it 3 or lower, how would I feel then about having a full game over 7? Not too good. Not too good.
I mean, I like the first. If of all those over bets you said, I like first 3 over 1.5.
Yeah, because if one of those guys doesn't have it, probably
2 runs, 2 runs in 3 innings. I mean, come on. I mean, 2 runs.
Yeah,
come on.
All right. Well, we'll see. Jose Bouquett liking the Cubs. Market has moved in the Cubs' favor. Total not moving anywhere. If anything, moving down. I'm taking a possibly ill-advised shot with the first 5 over. And
Gavin Williams is loose.
Okay.
3-1 count right now. Hey, by the way, Pete, we're about to talk about a very important game here. Old Red Sox Yankees. But if you're not doing anything tonight, we're doing a live stream in the Discord for Red Sox Yankees here. Yeah, the game will be streamed live in there. So if you guys want to come watch, it'll be a good time. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that out loud for legal purposes, but you guys know what it is. You guys can come on. I'll be there. T will be there. He's a Yankees fan, and we'll just be watching the game and kind of chit chat and bullshit. And so, if you want to just hang out, Pete, you're more than welcome to come on.
Okay,
especially on the Discord.
I'll see what's going on. All right, so now we're going to talk about it. Boston Yankees, man, bear, pig, Red Sox money line. Not even waiting to see what we have to say. Red Sox money line. Jason Meyer,
double play for the Guardians. 2 outs, guy on third base.
Okay. Jason Meyer likes Red Sox game 1 and 3. And of course, this is Crochet against Fried. Boston's a dog here, and Crochet less awesome than he was in September than the rest of the year. And Fried, great in September, actually had a better, I think, by the numbers, September than Crochet did even. Small sample size, but still Crochet great, a little bit less great in September. And Fried looks like he's in top form right now. Yankees, I think they have a questionable bullpen. I mean, sometimes, again, guys step up. The way the usage can change in the playoffs can change things, can have teams that, have better bullpens than they had in the regular season. But as of right now, looks like a liability, a question mark for the Yankees. And then, Red Sox have some nice depth in their bullpen, right? Nice little bullpen there for the Red Sox.
Second best in the playoffs, Pete.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, really? Second best in terms of okay. In fact, I mean, I have them as I don't try to put too fine a point on the bullpens in the playoffs, but I have them in groups. And Red Sox, I have them and
the Brewers are right there. I think they're both just like top 3 if I include
and the Pods, right?
Padres. Yeah, those are the top 3 bullpens in my head.
Yeah. So I have Boston rated as nice little bullpen. Yankees, I have rated as maybe a little bit iffy, questionable bullpen. We got Crochet and Fried. I don't know. I was thinking maybe lean under. Maybe Boston first 5 plus a half run. Don't really want to fade Fried. This is a tough one.
Yeah, I think. I know I'm not going to bet anything pre-snap in this game because I have a feeling we're just going to see shutdown. First 3-4 innings here.
Right.
It's gonna get real tense. My hope in you guys know me as a Red Sox fan. My hope in this game is that Fried goes 6 innings, 5 innings, and then we'll take 7, 8, 9 with the Yankees bullpen. I will roll my dice with Devin Williams, Bednar, Camilo Duvall, Joey Cahuzi, whoever the Yankees want to throw out there. I'll roll my dice against as well. Crochet. The issue for this Red Sox team and the thing that's going to worry me a little bit is playoff experience. No one on this team has playoff experience. This will be Crochet's first start in the playoffs, I believe. I think he was a relief pitcher for the White Sox, but this is his like first actual start, I believe. Max Fried's been there, done that World Series. It's scary. It's definitely scary from a Red Sox perspective because the Yankees, if you line them up, they'll say that they're the better team here. The Red Sox have not lost to the Yankees in the playoffs since 2003. Pete, what were you doing in 2003?
2003.
The Aaron Boone home run. Where were you that day?
2003. I'm trying to think. I think that was when I was working in politics.
Wow, I didn't even know that about Pete.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the more you know.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
more you know.
Oh yeah.
Lobbyist Pete back then, so that's nice to hear. Right now, Pete, there's 51% of the bets and 57% of the money on the Red Sox. That has been coming down a bit. It was like 60-60 earlier this morning, and I've been kind of watching it the whole day, just kind of trickle down to the Yankees. It was 50-50. And the line really has not moved. And that's the part of the game where I'm just like, fuck. Like, more bets and money on the Red Sox. It's slight, but again, I'm going to say that 57% of the money is a lot more than it was a few days ago in the regular season. And the line really has not moved. Like BOL has had it -130. It went down at one point last night to -120, which is kind of funny. But it opened up at -130, stayed there for 2 hours, dropped down to -120, and then just did the steady climb back up to -130. 10 a.m. it was -130, now -129 there. So market-wise, like I can't say the market's saying that the Red Sox are the spot here. Spoons is mentioning a 5-cent move to the Yankees on Circa. So it's one of these spots where I'm fighting my head here, and my head says it seems like the New York Yankees are the side, but my heart will not allow me to bet that. So,
is there any reason to think that one of these guys, Crochet or Fried, will just blow up? And like, where did that come from? Of course, that's always a possibility. Total is a little high, wouldn't you consider? Wouldn't you think? I mean, you got Skubal and Williams. You had a total of 6, right? Cleveland, great bullpen, but Detroit, questionable bullpen. Now you got Crochet and Fried. Right? Boston, nice little bullpen. Yankees, questionable, and you got a 7.
Yeah, I mean, the juice is again going down towards the under again here. -115 now down to -125. No 6.5s yet, like we see in Nick Pivetta, Matt Boyd, though. So that'll be interesting. This is the second most heavily bet. This is the most money on an under. I can tell you that right now, Pete. Tickets wise, it's not the most heavily bet under, but it's the most money, with 64% of the tickets on the under and 89% of the money on the under in this game.
And then the first 3, I was like, all right, I'll pull the trigger on a 1.5 plus money. It's actually 2.5 heavily juked. I mean, extreme at -180, but the 2.5 Jose Bouquett.
2.5 first 3.
Yeah.
Really? Why is that 2.5?
Well, I mean, it's extremely heavily. I'd much rather have the 1.5 at plus money, obviously.
And and the 2.5 is juiced to the under, obviously.
Yeah, -180. But
okay, I thought they just put the 1.5 or the 2.5 up there trying to get that under money, but it makes it feel like that's over.
Yeah, seeing here, I could take the 1.5 at +120. Crochet, I guess you follow these guys really closely, Jose Bouquett. Crochet was a little bit not awesome in September, right? What was his deal?
Yeah, he was a little shaky.
Why?
It's a great question. You could say it could be arm fatigue. You could definitely mention that. He's thrown 205 innings this year. That is the most of his career. I think I'd like to think in my head that he's been built up enough, but it was really just giving up home run balls. It wasn't like
yeah, you're right.
Consistent hits, and I think that home run balls are more not like chance, luck kind of thing, but like one home run can ruin your outing. He gave up 2 home runs in 1 outing, and that was against the Braves, 7 innings, 2 earned runs. So
yeah.
He had 1 blow up start against Seattle. The market was really screaming. Oh, no, I'm looking at the fucking early season. God damn it. Okay, so there we go. I'm fucking back now. I'm looking at the late season. Thank God. So he's given up 2 home runs, 2 home runs, and 4 home runs to Cleveland. That 4 home run Cleveland outing was I think an anomaly. That was crazy to see, honestly.
All right. Well, yeah, I am seeing one place where I can take the first 3 at 1.5 plus 120. And, one of these guys, who knows what's going to happen, but I will pull the trigger on both these. I'll take the first 3 under 1.5 plus 120 and the full game under 7 minus 118. Shop around to see if I can get better, but I'll take both of those. And as far as the side is concerned, I guess I'm going to have to pass. It's extremely tempting to try to do some, Boston with Crochet starting as a dog shenanigans. Like, well, what if I could take Boston first 3 plus 2.5 at minus 8,000? Maybe I'll do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I could see why you'd want to do that. Matty Ice mentioning that a large sample size. Max Fried has been terrible in the playoffs for the Braves. So
I know.
Consider.
I know that, and I kind of have just ignored it.
I mean, I'm ignoring it as well. Different team. Obviously, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if it carries over. But Matty Ice, let me tell you, if he struggles here, that's the first thing everyone's going to say tomorrow. That will be the first thing everyone says, and everyone in New York is going to slam his ass because of that.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. What
I
about
already hear him now.
Red Sox first 3 plus a half run at minus 170.
I mean, I like it, but obviously, Pete, even at the mention of a minus 170 bet, I have to play this.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Huh?
If Crochet's lights out, you win it no matter what. If Fried's playoffs issues show up again, you get it.
Could be a great parlay piece for me. I understand why you'll take it straight up. And you're going to say, I'm going to bet size appropriately. If I lose, it'll only be 1.7 million.
Yeah, I hear you, Jose Bouquett.
And then I'll live to fight another day.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Yeah, man. I mean, free. So maybe but the market obviously hasn't reacted that way yet, right?
No, the lack of anything from the market has me worried. And it's kept me off. It makes me feel like the Red Sox lose this game, and I don't feel like it's going to be like a Garrett Crochet implosion, but like,
right.
If you're having issues with the long ball, the playoffs are not the time, because that is where a classic, it feels so stupid to say, but the team that hits the most home runs wins. So,
all right. I guess I'll try to protect myself a little bit here, and I won't take the plus a half minus 105. I will take the money line. Plus a half minus 170. I will take the money line though. Boston first 3 money line plus 105. I'll take that. If I get a push. All right. I'll accept the push. Yeah.
A walk given up by Tarek Skubal, guy on first, 2 outs.
And in fact, you know what? I'm not gonna do the first 3 under as an official play, just the full game under 7. Maybe if Fried does come in and stink it up again, it could still sneak under if Crochet is lights out and then no more runs come in, which is entirely possible. All right, just 2 plays for me. Boston first 3 money line plus 105 and the full game under 7 minus 118. I'll do both of those, Jose.
Yeah, and by the way, my favorite, again, fun fact, obviously the Red Sox haven't lost to the Yankees since 2003, and the Yankees have not beaten the Red Sox in the playoffs with Aaron Judge in the lineup. Stephen Kwan lines out 3 innings down for Mr. Tarek Skubal.
All right. Now let's glance at the comment section. Yeah, thanks for reminding us about that, Matty Ice. I was just like, what in the hell is going on here? I mean, because other years I didn't look into, was he like maybe slightly injured those years and they just went with him anyway? Or, yeah. But yeah, no, I definitely was aware of that. No question about it. And, Fried, when he's on his game, is one of the top pitchers in baseball. When he struggles, he gets hit. Even during the regular season, he has his runs where he's definitely, a fade.
Yeah, my only issue is I just don't know how good this Red Sox team is going to be offensively. Like Spoon mentioned in the chat, with no Roman Anthony, it's going to be a little scary.
Yep, absolutely.
So last month of the regular season here against lefties, New York Yankees first best, 129 weighted runs created plus. Boston Red Sox, 85 weighted runs created plus, 22nd in the league. So it's scary, but it has to be a low-scoring game if the Red Sox are going to win this game.
Absolutely. For Matty Ice, giving us the exact sample size, 43 innings pitched, for Fried in the playoffs. That's a lot of sample size to suck as bad as he has. New York pressure is a real thing.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch this game, obviously, Pete. So
no question about it. All right, let's go to the last game, which is a very interesting one. Cincinnati and the Dodgers. Jose Bouquett, of course, the Dodgers, huge favorite here. First line I saw was like 195 or so. I'm just quickly glance now to see if it's moved. Yeah, maybe about a teeny move. No real movement. Teeny move to Cincinnati. Another standard.
Really? I had minus 190. Now it's minus 210.
For what?
For the Dodgers. I guess I got to go look at the
really?
line.
Wait,
yeah,
let me see.
That's what I had, but
and that must have been a very recent
maybe, BOL has the opener at minus 170 up to minus 190. Got up to minus 200 there.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm still seeing like, 195 or so.
Interesting. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm still based on the the sort of sharper offshores that I'm looking at here. Snell, of course, last 3 starts, absolutely friggin' lights out. Green, almost as awesome as Snell in September, although he was weirdly way better at home. Seemed to have issues going into California on the road. Might be vulnerable here, and of course, the Dodgers. I think we would agree have a significantly better lineup, right? How much better would you rank the Dodgers and the Reds? A lot better.
Yeah, I would, but it's more like can the Reds get to Blake Snell? And I'll just mention here in the month of September, because I haven't looked at this myself, Cincinnati against lefties, 91 weighted runs created plus, so below average against lefties. But like what is it, like 2 runs? Could they get 2 runs off of Blake Snell? Maybe. I would say I say that the Dodgers are significantly better, sure. Offensively.
Justin McKelvey likes Snell over 6.5 strikeouts. So, these are decisions you have to make every playoffs. How much are you willing to bet that Snell's absolute lights out performance from the end of the regular season is likely to continue or not continue here? Basically a carbon copy of the decisions that we have to make about Fried. And Snell also, like Fried, when he's lights out, he's almost unhittable. But he has runs where he is very vulnerable, overvalued, a fade. And Green, similarly, when he's on his game, he is really unhittable. On the road, much worse. In California, struggled, would get hit. Way, way better at home, Green, this year than on the road, and particularly in California. I know he had a good start at San Francisco. That's a different kind of ball game, though. Bullpens, I don't know. I guess the Cincinnati has a nice back end of the bullpen, I think. They don't really have much depth. Dodgers, I would say, I think they'll probably use some of their starters in their bullpen. The Dodgers, I guess I'd probably rate the Dodgers a little higher. I don't know. Would you?
Yeah, I would. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Like Sasaki, for example, should be in the bullpen. And if they get to a game 3, which everyone obviously doubts, it'll be Ohtani, and then I expect Glass now to follow Ohtani.
Yeah, I'm expecting the Dodgers to use their starters in relief, and that they have significantly better depth in their bullpen than Cincinnati. I'm expecting Cincinnati to rely on Green and Abbott and Lodolo to have deep starts, which they could get, and they could get it here. But definitely looking at how Green has done in California parks, not San Francisco, definitely gives you cause for concern. Although it is a massive line here, minus 190, minus 200, whatever you got. I don't know if I have I think I might pass on this one. You got anything on this one, Jose?
I do not. Admittedly, this was the one under that I was like, man, I want to bet this one, because I do think Hunter Green can come out here and compete and all the coaches' cliches, all et cetera, et cetera. Hunter Green 0-1 against the Dodgers this year, 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. And like you mentioned, Pete, home road splits for Hunter Green, a 1.58 home ERA, a 4.81 on the road. So it's that will probably keep me off. The market is steaming towards the Dodgers here as well, at least on my books. And just by the way, just to go through some of his road starts, his whole month of September, he made one road start, and it was at the Athletics, 2 1/3, 5 earned runs. The rest were dominant home appearances for Hunter Green. In August, he had the Dodgers start we just talked about at the Dodgers. He went 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 earned runs against the Angels. 12 strikeouts, though, no walks. But 3 earned runs still is not going to cut it today. Royals touched him up for 2 earned runs. And he did okay in Coors, but it was still 3 earned runs. At Baltimore, got him early in the season. But it's just, it feels like the Reds kind of know, like, we can throw him at home and he's going to dominate. And especially because this last month, again, 4 or 5 starts in the month of September, and one of them was on the road. And, of course, he struggled in it. So I like the Dodgers to roll here. I'm too, safe to try to bet -1.5 in this game. I'm not interested in that. And the under, like I said, I was interested in that. Now, market in this game, 65% of the bets, 62% of the money on the Dodgers here, 79% of the bets, 69% of the bet money on the under. This is like the most public bet under, 78% in the first game, 79 in this game here, 69% of the money on the under. The line opened up at BOL, opened up at 7.5 and came down to a 7 at 7 in the morning on the 29th, so yesterday. And then it's been at 7 today, and juice has been going towards the over here. So I like the under, but I'm just a little sketched out of how public it could be, so I stayed off, and I do lean under.
Okay, I am going to take a shot with the Dodgers -1. I have to take -138, but that's all right.
I won't play the clip for -138 after you
-138.
I won't play it.
Yeah,
I won't play it, but you were mulling over a -170 earlier, and then you showed the strength.
No, I'm going to take the -138. I think, regardless of what we get from Green, I think probably Snell comes in and is just as the same as what we've seen, recently. And then in that case, the Dodgers either win it, 3-1 or 7-1. 2-1's all right. I'll take a -1. Let's see what the comments say. I'm sorry?
Did you move on any futures or anything like that, Pete? I assume not.
No. Matty Ice likes the Dodgers. I want to bet the Reds, but after capping the game, I couldn't. Shout out to Matty Ice. Great comments all day today. Thank you so much, Matty Ice. Dennis Garcia says, I think Green deals. Yeah, I mean, I would be leaning under as well. My numbers indicate, unless you factor in a psychological negative pitching in California, which maybe you should. If you don't factor in that, my numbers indicate that he'll be all right and that the under is a good bet. Well, I do lean under. And you said that that's where all the money's been, Jose?
Yeah, all the money on the under in this game, and I do think he steps up here. Like, Pete, I'm sure you remember the Sports Illustrated cover with him on the magazine, and he was like the next great thing, and he was at Notre Dame, and I think that he could step up here and pitch a solid 5-6 innings here. But once it gets to the bullpen for the Reds, that's when it's going to start getting ugly, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. I was coming into this show, I was like, man, I got a few bets I'm kind of liking. Whole other things I'm not really sure what I'm thinking about. Now I've got a whole bunch of bets that I'm on, that I bet, that I cashed. I even cashed the first 3 under, which is nice in the Detroit game. Maybe I got lucky there. Maybe we'll see the Skubal one. All right, let's review MLB. These are my official plays as of right now. I already did take Skubal over 18.5 outs at +111. Cubs and Padres, first 5 over 3.5, -111. That might be, -115. That might be a mistake. We'll see. Boston, first 3 money line, +105. That's an interesting one right there. And the full game under on that one, 7, -118. And I'm taking the Dodgers, -1, -138. Jose Bouquett, please review your official plays, please.
Yes, I will. And just a reminder to all the gold and silver members, get into the Discord because we'll be watching this game live, commenting along, live betting perhaps. Hopefully Peter Loshak can be there to sweat the first 3 innings. That'd be great. We'd love to have Pete the first 3 innings there. But I bet 2 things. Well, only really 1 thing. God, I'm realizing, Pete, I only have 1 bet in that I can give out, I guess, because I bet the Tigers series minus 125. I'm on Cleveland Guardians team total under 2.5, minus 135. So we're on those both those bets right now, sweating those out a little bit. But the Chicago Cubs minus 123 is my only other official action here today. Just tailing the market and hoping it's right in the face of a lot of really good cappers and the face of X's and O's everywhere. We'll see if the Wrigley fans can guide them to a victory.
Spoon's bet says Hunter Green is from LA, Pete. Okay, I didn't know that, but I just did know that he has, had some issues in West Coast parks that aren't San Francisco. So we'll see. You can always make a good argument for the other side of any bet. I'm okay with taking the Dodgers here again because of other positives they might have. And now, here we go. We're going to end the show with Game 5. Is Justin McKelvey ready, Jose?
Oh, yeah, he's ready.
Game 5, Indiana and Vegas. We're going to talk about it with Justin McKelvey. It's been a fascinating series. I have no idea what he's going to say he likes in this game, if anything. Vegas a big favorite. Justin McKelvey, welcome back to the show, baby.
Stacks, 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 stacks.
All right, man. Justin, how's the WNBA playoffs gone so far with you? Surprises or mostly according to what you were expecting and betting and thinking about?
A lot of surprises, but I'm enjoying the WNBA playoffs right now.
Absolutely. All right. Well, this one, this series, Indiana Vegas, reminding me of like an NBA playoff series. It's tied up, right? This is Game 5, and Vegas is a big favorite here. So you might just say, all right, automatically take Indiana plus the points. Game 5 is going to be close, and that's it. But both of Vegas's wins were running away by double digits. So they covered easily the 2 games they did win straight up. And then on the other side, Indiana got 2 really nice wins. So here we go. The standard, lines for this series, Vegas -8. First total I saw was maybe 159 or so. It looks like it's gone down a little bit to like 158 or so. But right now we have the standard lines here. Vegas -8. Total is 158. Who's going to get the? Is there going to be any kind of ref shenanigans giving either team an edge in terms of the calls? I don't know. Justin McElvey, is there anything you like in Game 5, Indiana Vegas?
Yeah, there's I got 2 official plays. There's a lot I like in this game. And it's funny, that's the last thing you just said, and we don't even talk because I do think there's going to be some ref shenanigans. Asia was doing a lot of complaining the last game. And, when the MVP superstar of the league always complained to the refs, now you at home, so you're going to get some more calls.
All right.
So that was funny that you said that. But my first official play is I'm on the Vegas Aces over 83.5, and I got a bad number. Only because I don't have I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that book.
Yeah, I don't know what we're allowed to say.
So I'm not going to say
total,
it. Yeah, there was team total. I got over 83.5. I got that minus 114. I got it yesterday before we did a 2-3 zone. And then I woke up this morning and seen on another book that you get 82.5. So I endorsed that too. But I love the 83 at home, coming off a loss. Like, it's a must win. I feel like this is a prime spot. I expect the Stars to be Stars. I expect the Fever team total to go up under. I have not bet that. I expect the Aces to cover the spread. I have not bet it yet, but I'm probably going to. Only thing that kept me off was when we did a 2-3 zone yesterday, it was 8.5. So it dropped a whole point. So now it's 7.5. So it kind of slowed me up. Like, why is it dropping? I mean, common sense is going to say it's because it's not injury. So everybody betting the Fever, but I don't understand this Fever love. Okay, they won 2 games, but we're not going to say Game 7 because it's not Game 7, but this is like a Game 7 at the Vegas crib where they're 17-3 at the playoffs since Becky Hammond been there. I'm not getting this fever love. I haven't bet it yet, but now that it's at 7.5, I'm probably going to get to it. But the first official play is Vegas Aces over 83.5 team total. And the second one is I got that at minus 114. And the second one, you already know what it is. I'm going to Asia, 25 plus points, minus 122. She's complaining to the refs. You at the crib, you the MVP. It's win or go home to go to the finals. This is what you've been playing for all year. And it's a white t-shirt there. I expect her to come in a white t-shirt. Anybody who follows Asia knows when she comes in a white tee, it's all business. So whether she coming or not, I love Asia in this spot. I like Jackie Young too. I haven't bet it yet. I like Jackie Young over her 16.5 points. And I like I like Chelsea Gray. I like Chelsea Gray, 8 plus assists, plus 200. I haven't bet that yet, but the official play is Asia Wilson, 25 plus points, minus 122. Count on your stars and count on the better team to score 84 points. That's all I'm asking. And a must-win game.
Yeah. This is just so interesting. I mean, yeah, I'm just looking at I didn't follow the props in this series closely at all. But yeah, Asia, she actually.
Yeah, she had 31 last game.
Yeah, in their win though at home, she only got 25. She had a great game, but only got 25 points.
She even had a that's why her point spread is over 25.5. That's why my play that I'm giving out is 25 plus.
Right.
At minus 122 at Bet Rivers. I know we could say that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, just in case she get hooked. But I expect a big game from Asia. Like I expect a huge game from Asia. Like I expect Jackie Young to go over her point spot. I'm gonna look for a little parlay, and then I gotta figure out how to take. That's way past my bedtime, so I'm about to take a nap and wake up to watch that game. But I'm gonna be watching this game. I just like this. Like I said, I don't know why the spread dropped. I don't understand what I'm missing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can understand because the refs are probably going to make sure Vegas wins, but I'm sure they'd love to have a competitive game that goes down to the wire. Love drama and stuff.
But quiet as kept, I kind of want the Fever to win this game because me, Ron Crawford, and Ramon from the 2-3 zone in the middle of the season, we all got Mercury futures at plus 700.
Oh, well, that's still probably looking good though.
It is, but I would rather the Mercury play the Fever than the Ace.
Right, sure. Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, not nice yet.
Not but I mean, the value is clearly there. I mean, my God.
Yeah, either way, I'll have a little hedge, but I don't know if I want a hedge.
Yeah. I mean, and so, maybe you can answer this question. This will also inform your decision to hedge or not to hedge. Here's the question. See what your answer is from Jason Meyer. How the F has Indiana even won 2 games is my question.
It's the role players. The role players are coming to play, and they feel like they can win. And they're giving the Aces everything they ask them for. And whether the Aces is not bringing their A game and sleeping on them or what, but this Fever team, and I mentioned on the 2-3 zone, he threw him out. My fault. I was watching the Tiger game. But this Fever team reminded me of the Pacers. Like they're doing the exact same thing. And my whole thing is with this Fever team, this is a spot where I would be comfortable giving up 7.5 points. I don't understand why I dropped the whole line. And I feel like it's the next, we can't say next man up, it's the next woman up. So next woman up, I feel like they're just coming to play. They believe in themselves. And with or without Cece, because she hasn't been there. She ain't been there in a long time. So I feel like this Fever team ain't meant to be slept on. That's the only reason why I haven't bet it yet. Like they believe in themselves. So it's rough. They just keep winning. They keep covering. That's why I'm on the Aces team total over. Yeah. Because that way I don't have to worry about a spread. Just go out here and score me 84 points in a must-win game at the crib.
All right. Well, as for me, it's a great breakdown. I think I might have a bet on this game or a few, bet something live. But as far as an official play right now, I'm going to have to pass on it. But Justin McKelvey liking the Vegas team total over right now, and Asia Wilson over her points, 25.5.
No, 25 plus. That's a big difference. 25 plus.
Oh, 25 plus, right.
Yeah, it's minus 122. Because if you go over 25 and a half, if she gets 25, you lose.
Right. Okay. So it's 24 and a half. Okay.
Yeah, you can say 24 and a half, but the bet I put on is called 25 plus minus 122.
Sorry, I misheard you. Yeah, man, that does seem like because if they're way up, they probably won't pull her anyway.
Yeah, because they blow them out, they're going to have to go up 25 for them to pull them.
Well, Mark A played Indiana plus 8.5. All right, you beat a small move there. Nice
that's why I said it opened up at 8.5 when we did the video.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden it's 7.5. I don't understand.
Kong's Clip says R.I.P. Tues. Absolutely. Huge shout out to Tues, wherever you are right now. We miss you, man. Hope if sports betting is legal wherever you are right now, Tues, you're on the right side in this one. All right, Justin McKelvey. Great breakdown. I hope you cash. I'm going to pass on this, but I'm going to
By the way, just before you guys go, I'll just quickly mention that there's 74% of the bets and 61% of the money on Indiana. So that's probably that would make sense of why I moved down to half.
Yeah, but that's a whole point.
74% of the bets on them, you know?
Right. I mean, I'm not saying why. I'm just saying, what are they seeing? And like Mark A, like that's my guy. Like, that's my guy. I respect him to the fullest. But I did not understand what everybody's seeing with this fever. Unless you're just looking at, they just keep covering. But I don't know. But I also haven't bet the side yet. So,
what'd you bet on? Well, sorry, I'll mention that the total real quick: 54% of the bets on the over and 71% of the money on the under in this game. So interesting.
Yeah, my guys on a 2-3 zone. They like the under. I think. Matter of fact, I think I lied. I don't know. One of them's on the aces. I can't remember what the other one said. I just thought about it. I don't think they said under now that I think about it. I know Ron Crawford, I think he likes the aces. I can't remember what Rod said though.
Maybe Indiana team total under. Maybe that.
That's what I said that to you.
Yeah.
I said I like the fever team total under. I like Jackie Young. I just haven't bet it yet. I'm gonna put I got a little boost. I'm gonna put a little parlay. Probably have the fever team total under with Jackie Young or I don't know yet, or Chelsea Gray. I haven't figured it out yet. But I love the aces. I love the aces score 84.
Vegas will D up at least a little, won't they?
I think they're gonna D up a lot.
A lot.
That's why I think that's why this game goes under. I think it's gonna be a blowout, like high 80s to mid 60s type shit.
All right. I will add that one on as an official play, and I'll bet it. I'll take a shot with it. Capping the cappers, listening to what you guys are saying. I'm going to take Indiana Fever, team total under. I'll shop around. It's going to be roughly 75 and a half or so.
Yeah, I ain't going to make it official. I'm betting that too, dude.
Yeah. Under 75. Maybe I can find 75 and a half. I will make that one official, Jose Bouquett.
All right, fair enough.
I'll send it to you when I get off here, Jose.
Yes, please and thank you. Just send me that a sweet official action. Justin,
Ron Crawford says Rod was first half over. He had the under.
Okay. I just didn't want
to. It's also on the under 150.
Yeah, I didn't want to lie on nobody.
All right.
That was 24 hours ago.
Justin McKelvey, thanks so much once again. And we'll talk to you next week. Jose Bouquett, really nice show, I think.
Yeah, I heard the beginning was a little rocky. I was preoccupied, so I couldn't get there. But at least it wasn't you, Pete. You only froze twice today.
75 and a half minus 115 for that Fever team total under. It's going to be close. You know, with a team total like that, you're never going to cash it by 10. But who knows? Final game of a basketball playoffs can sometimes be shockingly low scoring in a way that you didn't even see even in the previous games in the series. So we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. Jose.
Yeah, I'm excited to keep watching the playoff baseball. It's 1-1 in Detroit, Cleveland now, top of the fifth.
All right, let me just quickly glance. Not that it really matters, but I want to quickly glance at Scooble's pitch count. This could be let's see, top of the fifth. All right, Scooble, 4 innings. 55.
Yeah, he's been cruising. The runs came from infield singles again, which is hilarious.
So when you have a questionable bullpen, you'll probably leave him in there.
Yeah,
all we need is 1 out in the 7th. He doesn't have to finish the 7th.
I think he throws at least 100 pitches. I don't think they take him out without under 100 pitches.
And on that note, that was the bet that I made on that game. I hope it cashes, but only because of the comment section. Matty Ice and everyone giving their opinions on the game, what was likely to happen, this and that, this and that. And as we were talking about it, it became clear to me, and I pulled the trigger on it. Thank you so much to everyone in the comment section doing it a little high, but quick fifth inning. 55 after 4 is high. That's right where we would want him, I think, right? That'd be 110 after 8 innings. It's all right.
Yeah, I like that. Matty Ice is just worried over there as a Tigers fan.
And I owe it all to all of you. Jose Bouquett. All right, we'll see y'all next Tuesday. And tonight, we're gonna be watching the playoffs in Discord, right?
Yep. So if you're a gold or silver member on the Pub Sports Radio YouTube channel, you can become a gold. Well, you can join the Discord here. It's a great time. If you need some help finding the link, just DM me on Twitter, shoot me a tweet, and I'll help you out. Pete, you did it last time. I believe in you. I believe you can do it again. We'll be starting like 5-10 minutes before the game here. So it'll be pretty quickly going into the game. You guys have heard the breakdown. By the way,
hold on. Matty Ice wants us to recap the WNBAs real quick. Whatever Matty Ice wants, he gets. Well, this is not like the Scoobo play where I was felt really good about it and wound up and slammed it. I wound up listening to all you guys, the Fever team total under 75.5 minus 115. Mark A, who is respected by Justin McKelvey, also likes the under on that game, although he likes Indiana. And Justin McKelvey likes the Vegas team total over and the Aja Wilson over 24.5 points. So Justin McKelvey likes Vegas team total over and Aja Wilson over 24.5 points. The line has moved a little bit in Indiana's favor. Most of the majority of the bets are on Indiana, but if you trust the breakdown Jose Bouquett just read, that would mean that few of the bigger bets are on Vegas. And again, the 2 games of Vegas won straight up. They rolled, they covered, won by double digits. So some people are liking the under. And I think Ron Crawford said he liked the under as well. So I took a shot with the Fever team total under at 75.5. Matty Ice.
Beautiful.
All right. That's it. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.